remember the name VITOR Roque Ferreira. The next big thing from Brazil, 18 years old, is on his way to Barcelona. The plan is for him to join Barcelona in January 2024. The gem from ATHLETICO PARANAENSE. All he wants is BARÇA. He was waiting and he asked, all I want is to play for Barcelona. And like FABRIZIO Romano has confirmed, and then here we go. VITOR ROQUE to Barcelona is done. But on this video, we're going to be talking about the next gem, the next striker, the next R9. That's a bit too much to compare with. But I've watched this kid plenty of times. There's a huge talent in here. And like I said, remember the name, VITOR ROQUE Ferreira. But boy, on this video, now we've made a previous video. I know you haven't really watched much of him, but 2-3 days ago, I watched, his club ATHLETICO PARANAENSE against Palmeiras. He won the penalty and he scored a goal. 18 years old. This kid just does not stop scoring at the minute, right? And I know you've watched a few clips, but what is your thoughts on this signing? Will be costing Barcelona around just maybe under £4 million, but obviously he will be joining Barcelona in January 2024.
Yeah. I've always said about every young player, look, you can't let you can't even let them, if you put pressure on them, like say he's the next, R9, he's gonna feel that pressure, and then you know how that goes. So I think people need to calm down. That's where I would say about young players, people need to calm down, to not put pressure on them that way. Definitely bad. Then the player can grow, and then then he can go. And that's where the fans get too at. Like, this is where I disagree with many people. Like, he's good, talented, yes. Like, we said that about certain Mason Greenwood, and then we saw what happened there. So I don't want to go on just say he's obviously, I'm not going to deny his quality. He looks good, the clips, but like, we're not going to act like he's some next level special thing. We don't know. We don't even assume he might become special. Like, who knows? He may, flop. There's always a chance. But yeah, I think he will succeed at Barca. But the pressure on him, if you start doing that, then the pressure will get to him, and then you know what happens. The pressure usually gets to them, and they fail. So that's what I just want to say on him, and just generally young players. That's what I would say. But yeah, I can't really say anything about him because I've not watched him that much.
Like I said in a previous video, like obviously, I do watch South American football. I watch quite a lot of Brazil football, and yeah, he reminds me a lot Julian Alvarez, right? When I say R9, of course, I'm trying to troll a little bit, but let's be real in here. There's not going to be another R9, a phenomenon that Brazilian Ronaldo was just something else, the greatest striker of all time, and he's different style of football as well. But at the age of 18, when you watch this kid play, how mature he looks and the quality that he brings in every game, like I said, I compare him a lot with Julian Alvarez. The way he moves, breaks between lines with the ball, without the ball, the way he moves around as well. He's a good finish, has a good shot as well. Just does not stop running, and it's going to be a nightmare for any defender. And I'm telling you right now, I do understand my club's situation at the minute. That's another reason why he's not coming now. I would love him to sign for Barca now, the backup, because last season, how many times I was begging to have a backup for Lewandowski, and we need a backup for Lewandowski, and this kind of quality and this kind of age, very young, it's going to be perfect.
You can grow up Lewandowski. You can learn from Lewandowski, one of the greatest finishers in history. I mean, he can learn. But to say he's a backup maybe too far, because he's still like 19 or 20. Like, it's like...
He's only 18.
18, so is he gonna have to be a backup? He still needs to learn. I think every player needs to improve something. So
For sure, I know he's young, but let's not forget he's been playing for the last 2 seasons. Well, with this season now, he's playing at a minute. He's been playing at a high level in South America. You know, South America may look different football. It's completely different than the top leagues in Europe here, but he's already playing at a high level for almost 2 seasons in South America. So a backup. When I say a backup for a backup for Lewandowski, we need a backup in a way. And like you said, and we've said this in a previous video, he needs to start learning from the best, and Lewandowski is one of the best, and would be amazing to be able to have him right now. But obviously, due to Barcelona problems, financial problems, we cannot resist him straight away. So we're just gonna have to wait until January. According, that's the plan, like what Fabrizio Romano said. Even Laporte said that as well. But yeah, look, he's a lot of quality on this kid. Like you said, you watch a few clips. I've watched plenty of games of him, even last season as well. And there's a future in here. Not only just him. Like mentioned about the last game I've watched against Palmeiras, ATHLETICO Paranaense against Palmeiras. That Endrick, I'm sure you have heard about Endrick, who signed for Real Madrid. He's even younger, I think, if I'm not wrong. He's only 17. And another quality. Brazil seems to all of a sudden now bringing a lot of young talent, and it's good to see. And like when you see players like VITOR ROQUE to Barça, Endrick to Real Madrid, we just want that El Clasico, the biggest club in the
probably
world.
the future battle Endrick versus VITOR ROQUE. That's probably this. That's what the future probably most likely will hold in the next 5 years, because the La Liga has died recently. When I mean died, no, you're so attractive, meaning like every player wants to play in the Premier League now. That's not the problem now. Like every player wants to play in the Prem. And Saudi Arabia apparently. Well, we're not forgetting about Saudi coming now. And I think the Liga needs to try and have young players more. And I think good start of VITOR ROQUE and Endrick, those who put in the future battle potentially. So, but yeah, I think the reason is I think they need players like this because of the fact that Premier League players want to go to the Premier League a lot now, and Saudi as well. So if they can bring more players like this, the future is bright for La Liga. And if this is
Absolutely, absolutely, I agree, my boy. And yeah, I mean, like I said, him, VITOR ROQUE with Endrick as well. It's just going to bring that atmosphere, that feeling again. El Clasico in a few years' time. Hopefully, these guys will adapt quickly as well. But yeah, just remember the name once again before I end this video: VITOR Hugo Roque Ferreira. Remember, I also got Ferreira. So yeah, but yeah, if you enjoy this video, make sure to smash the like. New to the channel, subscribe. Thank you for the support. On the next video.